Hello parents and children, and thank you ever so much for participating in February's special event. Today, the book we are going to be reading is Frankenstink, Garbage Gone Bad by Ron Lightburn. And this book is a little bit interesting for a couple of reasons. So, these words over here, once they're put by the light, and then you turn off the light, they glow in the dark. So this is very special for that reason. So that is very interesting. Also too, what the content inside is pretend. So it talks a little bit about monsters, and I want to let you know that there are no monsters in life. We want you to know that you are safe. Nothing is under your bed. This is all pretend. So, but before we begin, Barry would like to say hi. I have my little dog here, and we also have a new friend with us here today, and this is Noctu. So, they wanted to join us as well for the story. So, are you guys ready? Okay, I think they are. So let's get started. So once again, this is Frankenstink, Garbage Gone Bad. So let's see what is inside. So, ooh, I see in this page over here, there's a couple little flies. Ooh, what does that mean? Okay, so this is a very important part of the book, but we cannot forget about this page right here. As you can see here, there is a little boy sleeping, and he's sleeping with his little dog. And as you can see here, there's the moon, and it's dark outside, and he's sleeping very peacefully. But what is under his bed there? So let's figure this out. So once again, Frankenstink, Garbage Gone Bad. Okay, so we're all comfy. It's time to begin. Okay, so here we go. It says here, remember that stuff on the floor of your room? The junk that is never swept up with a broom? The scraps that your mom tries to throw in the trash? The treasures you hoard for your own private stash? The toys you forget or kick under the bed? The spider that lives in the teddy bear's head? No, not your head. The t-shirts and sneakers and greasy old chips. The chocolate bar wrappers and cola drink drips. Ooh, look at all that stuff at the bottom of his bed. At night when you're sleeping and dreaming alone, that stuff could take on a strange life of its own. From dust balls and donuts and old onion rings, a creature could form from your leftover things. A slithering blob that is all stuck together with gumwads as tough as tasteless as leather. But what is the spark for this magical potion? What is the secret to set it in motion? Oh, there he is, slightly waking up. What? A smell that ignites this revolting development. A stink that creates an alarming experiment, like farts that get trapped under blankets and sheets, or burps that you belch from those slight pickled beets, or moldy green crumbs and an old cracker box, that torn pair of undies or yesterday's socks, or maybe because you skipped out on your bath, since you hate soaping up more than spelling or math, and the pillow is stuck to your sweaty bad hair while the window is shut, keeping out the fresh air. So you toss and you turn in the hot, stuffy night, and the temperatures make the conditions just right. Oh, it's foot. It's pulling and tugging. So let's see. This thing comes to life and proceeds to the door, with all of its parts rising up from the floor. Its skin is all greasy with bubblegum boils, oozing with ketchup and 3 kinds of oils. A creepy concoction that wiggles around, leaving a trail of slick slime on the ground. It slides down the hall and peers into the kitchen. Its hunger is growing, its belly is twitching. It opens the fridge and it catches a whiff of some leftover lunch that it snarfs with a sniff. It empties each bottle, each box, and each bag with a gross-sounding gulp and a gurgling gag. In slides the carrots and sugar snap peas with a dollop of mustard and chunks of old cheese. Down go the peppers, the pickles, and pop with a fizzy farewell and a crunchy kerplop. Are you guys enjoying this story? Okay, let's see. And when it has gobbled each plum, peach, and pear, the fruit bowl is empty. The cupboards are bare. Now that it's finished, its body has grown. It peers out of the window and lets out a moan. Oh, look at that face. Can you guys see that at home? Out the window with red eyes. Are you scared? Good, I don't want you scared. Its spies are green garbage bags stacked by the street, stuffed full of food, scraps, and last week's old meat. Its stomach is growling, its senses are quivering. Just seeing those bags sets its body a-shivering. Oh boy. The garbage bag contents are soon gobbled up, with a burp and a belch and a hearty hiccup. The neighbors have also got garbage bags stacked with more tempting treats. As a matter of fact, the bags form a trail that can't be ignored. They make a delectable trash smorgasbord. With each stack of bags, it moves more out of sight. A ravenous wretch rolling into the night. Oh, it certainly is very hungry. The goal of this lumbering, loathsome large lump is the graveyard of garbage, the big city dump. Ooh, as you can see here, this is the city's dump. See all that garbage piled up there? This landscape of rubbish provides a great feast for the resident rats and now for the beast. A mountainous salad of plastic and goo, fast food leftovers, and styrofoam stew. Greedily gorging on acres of gunk, the thing is mutating with each tasty chunk. Towering higher, it keeps getting fatter with a crunching and sucking and slobbering clatter. It blocks out the sky like a big bloated toad. If it takes one more bite, it is sure to explode. Look, he's running. Run, run! Then all of a sudden, it's starting to shake. It seems that last gulp was the big fat mistake. With a rumble and a roar like a volcano blast, the thing has erupted and eaten its last. Up goes the waste with a whooping kasplooey. Down come the pieces, all smelly and gooey. With a squish and a squash and a greasy kerplunk, rains a shower of bits of gelatinous junk. Ew. and all over town are a million small lumps of gross globs of goo that collect into clumps. They attract and absorb any stray bits of stuff before coming to life with a fart or a fluff. In the warmth of the sun, they will simmer and sizzle, bubbling up with a pop and a fizzle. And then, before long, they will all start to grow. You'll wake up one morning and holler, "Oh no!" Look at that face. Now, if you remember, he was in bed all that time. So all of this, let's see what happens. So compost those scraps on the floor of your closet. Take back those bottles and get the deposit. Break out the polish, the bleach, and the mop. Sweep up those hairballs and wipe up that slop. Get out that vacuum and clean up your lair. Do all your laundry and shampoo your hair. Look at him working away now. Oh boy, he is certainly busy. And look at his parents, so surprised. Wow, he means business. He says, "I'm gonna get this stuff clean. You better believe it." And maybe if you change your way that you think, you won't have to worry about Frankenstink. This guy right here. And if you remember, going to the beginning of the story, this is what he was really doing all along. He was sleeping beautifully, and it was all a dream. But there is a lesson, and the lesson is put things in its place. And if it's garbage, it goes in the garbage. If it's for recycling, make sure you put it in the recycling bin, or you reuse it for possibly some arts and crafts. Did you guys like the story? Poppy, did you like the story? Oh yes, it put her right to sleep. I hope that you all enjoy this story. It was a little bit of everything. It was a little bit yucky. It was very creative. Is this a book that you will pick up again and read again? Or is it a book that you will pass on and give to another family to read, and maybe they can enjoy it? Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this story. Talk about it amongst yourselves, and take care, everyone. Bye-bye until the next story.